Hey Sagittarius, it is me, Alex, and I'm here to bring you guys your bonus reading. You had the highest viewership of the fire signs. So you guys are awarded a bonus reading. God Angels Universe, what do we have for Sagittarius? Okay, let me adjust my mic so you can hear me all good. And let's see what the universe has for you that's good, Sag. All right, come on, baby. Baby Jesus. Ooh, Page of Pentacles. That is, for me, that Page of Pentacles represents like a job offer. Or it could also be a message, right? An offer, somebody's um, offering you something that's valuable by way of a phone call or text message or email. Or it feels like really positive notification. Holy hell, hold on, King of Swords. Ooh, Jesus, King of Wands. Those are the two most aggressive kings in the tarot. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Jesus. I'm hearing two come to Jesus, right? Because these two mofos right here, you don't want to be in the room when these two are going head to head. Because we got the King of Wands, which is Leo, and then we got the King of Swords, which is Aquarius. So this is the Sun versus, say it with me, Uranus. Right? And this is the King of Truth and directness and bluntness and fuck offness. And the King of Wands is just aggressive and angry and fiery and passionate, right? So I do kind of feel like there, sorry, I just heard there has to be a conversation. There's going to be a come to Jesus conversation that you're going to have with somebody. Um, because I feel like, especially with the Hierophant, which is the spiritual advisor, it's almost like I want to get back to a good place. The Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And there you are, Saggy, um, with the Temperance and saying, you guys are total opposite parts, but you guys are coming together. And I'm laughing, you hear my tone change because that's ice and that's fire. Ice and fire. So yeah, you guys are gonna. It's gonna be a battle of the egos, is what I'm hearing. Come on, light seers, come on out here and give Sagittarius some information. I do feel, and I'm hearing love is on the line, emotional fulfillment. For some of you guys, it could be also commitment and marriage. I do kind of feel like over an extended period of time, maybe you see this person as your soulmate, as a good candidate for marriage, is what I'm hearing. But the problem, right out the gate, not necessarily talking about gender or identity, but I'm talking about gender or identity, but I'm talking energy. Got a lot of masculine energy over here. These cards here, all masculine. Even in the Nine of Cups, masculine, right? So I do kind of feel like ego and pride and stubbornness are going to be at the forefront. But I feel like the spiritual advice is you guys are going to have to infuse love into the situation. And I'm also hearing the reasons why tensions are running so high is again because love is at stake. I'm also hearing, Sagittarius, because you are sitting next to the Nine of Cups, I really do feel like this is your emotional fulfillment. This is your heart. This is your happiness. This is your joy. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, hell yeah, you got a lot at stake right here. But I also kind of feel too with this Page of Pentacles, it was almost like you were not ready to have this conversation until you moved from this page. Could have been in your feelings, could have been vulnerable, could have been very sensitive. You couldn't have the conversation until you moved over to this energy. Leo is your cousins, right? In the fire signs. So I feel like it was almost like until you got your ego and your pride back where it needed to be, then you felt you were in a great position to speak with this Ice King. What I'm also hearing too, as Aquarius, right? The King of Swords, yeah, he's nice with that sword, just like the Queen of Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords is that feminine air energy. However, the King of Swords is that masculine, egotistical, prideful energy. So I really do feel like, yeah, you had to kind of quote unquote get your emotional weight up before you can have this conversation with this other alpha, because I do feel like there are two alpha energies here. Angels are also saying too, yes, when it comes to gender identity, sexual orientation, this could be, some sort of masculine on masculine relationship as well. But angels are even saying, even for the heterosexual community, just because it's male and female, I do feel energetically, you still could have had that alpha to alpha, kind of bumping heads. But again, I'd be surprised if a queen does not show up. I feel like a queen should show up to balance it out, especially with the Nine of Cups here, because it almost even feels like at times tensions ran high because there was all of this masculine energy. It's really not a lot of feminine energy here, right? Even though that's the Cups, which is a feminine energy, still a man in the card. Temperance says to me, yeah, we got to get rid of this ego pride bullshit. We got to come together. We got to learn how to get along. Because Sagittarius, you got to go get your love. Sag is like, listen, I like you, but listen, I don't want to have to fight you to get to your heart. But I will, because I want your heart. Nice. You a lover, not a fighter, Sag. All right, what else do you have for Sagittarius? Four of Wands, another marriage card. I feel like whatever this message or conversation is going to be about, again, with the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, it feels like some sort of home life situation, some sort of foundational situation like relationship, marriage, long term friendship, kind of moving in with each other, moving forward with each other. That's going to be at the root or the basis of this conversation. Ten of Wands, right? That obstacles, wands again, fire energy, which Sagittarius, yourself, Leo, and Aries are a part of. So I feel like for the Ten of Wands, somebody had some barriers, right? Also, the King of Swords is incredibly intellectual and logical. I feel like there could have been maybe an imbalance or some barriers intellectually in this situation. Angels are also saying too, it could have just been everyday miscommunication. Like you guys are both kings, but you don't speak the same language. Okay? You're both masculine, but you don't speak the same language. Ooh, see what I'm saying? There's a lot of masculine energy. That's the King of Swords. I'll accept the King of Swords here because, excuse me, that's the King of, it is a King of Swords. My bad. I was thinking King of Cups energy. So, yeah. I'm going to say something. You got the King of Swords here twice, and I really do feel like somebody's being unreasonable because they want to dominate. They want to be seen as the king intellectualizer, right? They want to be the it's almost like they want to be the masculine and the intellect. But with that Ten of Wands there and the Four of Wands, this need for dominance, intellectual dominance, is the burdens that's keeping you from this relationship goal. Oh, okay. Let me put the rest of these cards out before I continue on. The Moon. Wheel of Fortune. I will accept it. Still no feminine energy. Seven of Wands. Child. Seven of Wands is, pushing back and being defiant and, setting boundaries, standing up for yourself, standing on your own. You know something? I'm just going to say this to you again. More masculine energy. I was hoping again that a queen would come out here to soften this thing up. But I feel like at the end of the day, it's almost like you're in a relationship with someone or you're interacting with someone and your ego is so highly charged that you trigger their ego, right? And I feel like the ego that you're triggering is that of a feminine. So it's almost like we can't even get to the emotional side of this because there's so much masculine and egotistical energy here. That's what's blocking you. That's your burden. That's what's holding you back from achieving happiness, joy, a wonderful, healthy home life, a wonderful, healthy relationship. Okay. You got the moon card there with the Hierophant. Moon card represents secrets, right? The moon card represents that transformational, clandestine, going from the dog to the wolf, going from light to dark. It was almost like it's a card to an extent of transformation. And I feel like for some of you guys, you're praying to get this thing back on balance, getting this thing back in balance, but you're not managing your masculine energy. You're not managing your ego. Angels are also saying to me too, for a lot of you guys, it's almost like you're holding on to that ego and pride because to an extent, you may feel like that's the most powerful part of you or that's the most valuable part of you, but angels will debate you all day, all night, and for the rest of eternity. Baby, the most powerful part of you is your love and how you give that love, how you give love away. Angels are saying to me, you can catch more flies with honey than you can with vinegar. Vinegar, honey. Okay? But I feel like, again, with Seven of Wands and you, Sagittarius, you're standing your ground. That's stubbornness. Which, hey, whatever floats your boat and sets your sail, baby. So I feel like there's a message coming, or, you'll send a message to the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is happiness, joy, achievement, celebration, right? So to me, it's almost like you send the message, it's received, it's reciprocated, and then the person responds and saying, yeah, okay, sure, we can talk, we can have a conversation. But then the conversation goes right to shit because y'all are triggering each other's emotional, excuse me, each other's egos and that masculinity and that alpha energy. And whatever it is that you had high hopes for over here is going to fall right out the sky because this ego, this masculinity, this pride is blocking any possibility for reunion or commitment or mm, stability. Somebody's afraid to what? Because here's the advisor, and see how she's kind of buried in her feelings and emotions? That's what it is. Somebody needs healing, by the way, because they have deep, deep emotional wounds. Deep emotional wounds. And those emotional wounds are causing an imbalance in this person for them to suppress the emotional divine feminine, whereas only the divine masculine can show up in relation. Okay? That's the Ten of Wands. That's your baggage. That's what's holding you back. Um, and I feel like the universe is saying to you, Sag, it's time. It's time. Stop fighting it. It's time. Oh, interesting. Angels just said to me, how many more people are you going to lose or let go? Oh, child, don't start. Don't get me stung out here in these streets. Angels. Who do I have? I have Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, Moon is Pisces. For me as a reader, it's also Cancer. This is Taurus, more stubborn energy. Here you are, Sagittarius, with the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is, listen, you're supposed to be loved. The Wheel of Fortune says, listen, there's love out there for you. God ordered it. He's going to have it delivered to your house. It's up to you whether or not you're going to be home. You're going to open the door and you're going to let that love in. Or it's up to you, free will, on how much longer you're going to decide to keep it out. Seven of Wands says to me, July. July is the 7th month. I feel like the universe is giving you by July, Sagittarius, to get your stuff in order, get your house in order. Because after that, the universe intervenes. The universe, and I've seen it done and it's happened to me. The universe will send you somebody who you just fall head over heels with. And all that person is a lesson to rebalance you here. Who, child? It's almost like this person comes in for you to heal all of your negative emotional baggage, get rid of it, do away with it, and then balance this thing back out. But if you in this Seven of Wands energy where you're fighting against it, baby, you don't know the force of the universe. I have gone toe to toe, and I would not even wish that on my worstest, which is not a word, enemy. So take heed, Sag. Can't make it up. Reconsider. peaceful resolution. This thing is supposed to work out, but I feel like your free will, your ego, your pride, your stubbornness, it's up to what you're going to do about that. What I'm also hearing too is you have, again, I didn't mention it, but we have one, two, three, four major arcanas. But over here, all this ego and pride, there are no major arcanas. So this is representing your free will. This is representing what you can control. Okay? If you don't fix it, the universe will. That's karma. Wheel of fortune, that what goes around comes around. So if you keep putting defiance and ego and pride on the wheel of karma, it's going to keep coming back to you. Forgiveness. Ooh, child. Yes. Okay, so peaceful resolution. This thing is supposed to work itself out once you reconsider and do away with all that masculine alpha energy. Forgive yourself, forgive your person. Your person may ask for forgiveness from you, and that's confirmation that this thing is supposed to balance itself back out. If again you can manage your free will towards your goal and desire in this life. This does not just have to be a relationship. It could be money, it could be a position, it could be a financial goal, it could be a materialistic goal like to buy a house, get this, get that. Your ego and pride is mucking you over. I really wanted to say something else, but your ego and pride is what's blocking you. Okay? All right, my lovely Sag, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If the reading does resonate, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I love you, Sag. Bye.